There's no job too big or too small. At PDI, we crush them all. Armed and ready for battle each and every day, the team at Priestley is reshaping our world. It's been another successful year for 2016's World's Best Demolition Company. Priestley is the company charged with demolishing almost all the outdated bridges spanning Highway 400, one of Canada's busiest highways and the vital transportation link to Northern Ontario. It's part of the Government of Ontario's massive focus on roadway infrastructure that will keep Ontarians moving into the future. These are jobs that require precision destruction in extremely tight time frames. Those intense overnight jobs where the highway is closed to traffic, but only for a matter of hours. The minds behind the muscle at Priestley are always developing innovative strategies to get the job done safely and efficiently.
We pulled out the first girder, and as soon as we knew it was done safely, then the rest just followed like sauce. We pushed the envelope a bit, but that's what makes the difference between ordinary companies and Priestley. This is what it's all about. At the end of the night, we're tired, we're exhausted, but we're all jacked up from a big job.
Whether it's removing massive concrete girders alongside an active roadway, or dismantling a bridge over an operating railway track, it's always safety first. We salute the men who wield the torches while suspended in baskets 150 feet in the air. And we commend the crews who battled waves and weather to remove a navigational relic and return an island to its natural state, where every piece of equipment came across the sometimes turbulent waters of Georgian Bay, and every bit of debris had to leave the same way.
All the structural demolition's completed, and we're removing all the foundations, processing up all the concrete so it's into sizable pieces to be shipped out.
Then there are the specific demands of operating in environmentally sensitive areas. The demolition of the Port Severn Bridge was a prime example. New bridges had already been built beside the old ones, so traffic disruption was not the issue here.
Doing bridges like this is it's different with the archway and everything. It's all concrete. There's a process to it. Protection for this water is like number one, right? And it's not just go in and hammer down, right?
All work had to be completed during the winter season, while the Trent Severn waterway locks were shut down, and before the fish spawning runs began. And to protect the river, Priestley installed a barge system that provided a catchment for any debris from the demolition, as well as a safe working platform for the crew.
Yeah, safety number one, especially with the current that this waterway has, right?
Removal of the barriers and decking proceeded, with special care afforded to the massive steel-cored concrete beams retaining the integrity of the structure. Until finally, it was time to let the first arch fall and see if the barge would hold fast.
This first one, we kind of had these other two arches to rely on. So essentially, the idea is the same. We're going to reduce as much of the weight as you can, but you want to keep all the members between the arches together as much as possible so you don't let it twist.
Success for Phase 1 and movement to Phase 2, the simpler Southern Bridge, but still with the protection of the sensitive river environment at the fore.
things just sometimes come together better. We weren't dealing with the ice, weren't dealing with the snow as badly. No slipping and sliding around. The procedure was written perfect and everything came together just like it's supposed to. Crew was great, good help, makes all the difference in the world. The right people and just kept the concrete out of the water, neat and tidy. Couldn't have went better.
The demolition of the old Providence Healthcare Facility in Kingston, Ontario was a job so big it could only be done by Priestley. And the challenge was, of course, the tight time frame.
The whole project, including where we're standing being landscaped and paved parking, has to be done in November of this year. Our schedule, in 5 weeks, basically got to be asbestos free on this facility. We have to be gone by mid-August, demolished and all the concrete crushed. It's a very aggressive schedule. It's 600,000 square feet. Traditionally that would take 6 to 7 months.
Sometimes the job is just labor-intensive. Stripping out the interior of the observation deck, Level 3, in Toronto's CN Tower may seem straightforward, until you figure in getting all the material out. One bin at a time, by elevator, from 500 meters up. And only at night, so as not to disturb the patrons dining above. Cleaning up after the Toronto Badminton and Racquet Club fire was complicated by the fact that the club was still operating out of the unburned portion of the building.
So this is the lobby of the Toronto Badminton and Racquet Club. Essentially, the north structure that was damaged by the fire we're demolishing, so the guys are on the other side of this wall. This staircase and this entire lobby are being maintained. This is going to be the cut line, so we're going to be doing a lot of hand removals to make sure that this finish is clean for the structure that's staying. There is a bit of juggling involved. We can only demo so much before we have to clean.
Now we're coming to the concrete structure where the main fire was, and we have to bring the 80-foot zoom boom and do the chimney, and after we might do part of the wall by hand so we can chew at the building.
So right now we're doing the last step, which is we're going to lower this 80-foot zoom boom into the badminton court. We can only reach so far from outside the building, and then we're going to remove all the damaged roof structure.
Everything went well, and today we're just wrapping up, clean it up, and go for the next one.
While unsuspecting commuters proceed on their journeys above, the crews from Priestley are clearing a path to the future of Union Station, while taking special care to preserve the past.
One thing that is very difficult is dealing with the pedestrian traffic. Hundreds of thousands of people coming through here every single day. Another thing that we have to worry about, as you mentioned, it is heritage. It's not just walk in and smash things. If we damage any of this stone, it's very expensive to fix, very hard to fix, very hard to source, obviously, since it is heritage. So that does present some problems, but we're working through it just to make sure that all the heritage stuff stays intact.
Crews are making way for new rail lines and shoring up the existing structure with new steel support columns and footings.
We're nearing the end of our contract work here. We have a few more concrete columns, but we're also in for the backfilling in the project. And then they're pouring slab almost every day. It's an ever-changing job too. You really have to coordinate well and utilize all our equipment and our tools and our manpower efficiently and properly.
You can see a lot of traffic, machines everywhere, all the workers working. Sometimes it's very hard to do your job, but safety's first, so you gotta look where you're going and make sure you do everything right. That's why Priestley's here, you get the job done, right?
Demolition in Toronto's city core is always a challenge. But as always, PDI comes up with the solutions. Solutions like at 880 Bay Street, where 260 linear feet of sidewalk was protected with a modified shipping container pedestrian walkway, making it safe for those on ground level, despite the work overhead. Innovation also helped mitigate the effects of demolition debris on the surrounding environment through the installation of a transportable outrigger system.
These are brand new for this job. It's a new and improved version that you can move around with a bobcat on forks. They've designed a kick plate that folds in, so hopefully all that helps us out. Very busy downtown. This is why we're doing all this work first with the small equipment, much more controlled. Gonna give us a nice buffer to allow the big equipment to do the work and give us good breathing room from the road. Downtown, you can never be too careful. We'll cut the rebar that's connecting the beam. The excavator then hammers the bottom of the columns, and then we just pull it over in a section.
In a strategy to keep big equipment at a distance from traffic, the plan included stepping back the demolition from the street. And our attention to those details is what wins us awards. This year, Priestley Demolition has been honored with the Recycling and Environmental Award for 2017 at the World Demolition Summit, specifically for our management of the Humber River Hospital demolition. But perhaps the real jewel in our crown this year was the World Demolition Award-winning contract under US $1 million for the St. Mike's Hospital stairwell removal, a job that highlights the strength of Priestley Demolition.
This structure on its own is a difficult demolition. It's reinforced concrete, it's very heavy pieces. Everything has to be engineered and calculated to be lifted out with a crane. The job alone is an 8 or 9 out of 10, but to add the fact that it's an operating hospital attached to our stair tower, it really puts it through the roof.
Where it's usually the big machines that get all the glory, it was the ingenuity of our crews that was the star performer here. Once the concrete is broken free around the edges, the team hooks up the crane rigging for support, freeing the first slab section from the structure.
Thank you very much, and we'll start taking her up now.
It was only 4,200 pounds, so we figured we'd take the beam with it too this time. See where we're at.
each section removed by crane to the street below. In addition to the crane lifting out large sections, they'll need to remove the smaller debris and block walls. PDI has just what the doctor ordered for this task in the form of a movable platform. This platform will provide a working surface for men and machines. With their platform in place, the crew can carefully remove wall blocks by hand and load them into skip bins. Cranes will then fly the large bins in and out on a regular basis to keep everything clear and tidy.
Right now we're on the 11th floor. From the 10th floor down, it's a lot wider. It's got a whole room right beside it to the stairwell that's got to be removed as well.
Demolition at these lower levels was particularly sensitive, with surgeries and patient care beyond the walls.
We're waiting for the block. It's on the roof. We're going to lower it down and we're going to start chipping away at this slab over here.
Okay, you're good. Coming up on 2. Steady up on 2. Still coming up 2.
We're on the critical path here to get this finished and get out of here so they can infill these levels, get the new project completed, and get people moved from the old building into this building. So they're waiting for us to get out of the way.
Ryan came up with the idea of putting the machine out on beams, making a platform. We got it shored over there with steel posts, welded everything together. We got the machine up on top of the platform, spun it around, walked it out there, and it can reach.
The engineering, the planning down here has been steady, and it's been constantly evolving on this project. But the crew is the one who's got their boots on the ground here and able to make sure we got the right tools in the toolbox to complete the work safely. And obviously, looking around now, you can see it's gone very well. We haven't had one piece of rubble fall or anything like that. And I just want to say thank you very much to Mario and his crew for doing such a great job down here.
Another award-winning year for the award-worthy men and women of Priestley Demolition. Well done, team.
Merry Christmas, everyone, and have a happy holidays. Be safe.
Hey, I want to wish everybody at PDI happy holidays.
I just want to wish everybody at Priestley a Merry Christmas, and here's to hopefully a great 2018, because 2017 was awesome.
From a safety perspective, it's been a very good year for us with a minimal number of accidents, cuts, bruises, and scrapes. And as we go forward, we are trying to eliminate those on a daily basis. And our goal, as always, will remain 0 accidents, 0 incidents. And everyone in the Priestley family, Merry Christmas.
I'd like to wish everybody at Priestley Demolition a very Merry Christmas. And 2017 was an exciting year for us. And 2018 is lining up to be even more exciting. I want to wish everyone a prosperous new year and hope you reach all your goals in 2018.
It's been a wonderful year working here at the Priestleys. You all are very great colleagues, a great company to work with. I'm really happy to be part of the team. Happy holidays to you all, and extend warm regards to your families and loved ones.
My first year at Priestley had been great, and I'm happy here, and I just want to wish everybody Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Hi everyone,
Just want to say 2017 has been a year of excitement, transformation, and evolution for the Priestley companies. And we want to continue on this path for 2018. And I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone that is part of this team every day, that puts in the hard work, the dedication, is committed to our culture of family values, and hope you have a great and safe holiday.
Just want to say happy holidays to everyone at Priestley Demolition and McPriestley Contracting for another positive year, 2017. We won a couple of awards at the World Demolition Award this year. And it's right from the ground up, right from the guys in the field slugging away every day in the cold and the rain and the hot and the sun, to the second floor of the office where the sun's shining in the great big glass front windows at the office, saying it's too hot here too. So it's a consistent message from top to bottom that hard work pays off to bring home these awards, and it's from great team effort, and I can't say thank you enough to the whole team. So thank you very much, everyone, and enjoy your holiday, and put your feet up for a couple days with your friends and family.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.